Welcome everyone to Troubleshooting with Peter and Renee. And we are going to be talking about StreamYard today, and we are going to troubleshoot some of the problems that I've been having using StreamYard with our resident expert, Peter Urbanowski. So if anyone has any questions on tech stuff, Peter's the guy to go to. He will help you figure it out. And even if he doesn't know, he will probably figure it out faster than you still. So that's my plug for you, Peter. How's that?
If I don't know how to do it, I'll figure it out.
Right. And that is a true statement.
I usually say there's nothing I can't do on the internet.
So Peter, you know what I want to do, so walk us through what I need to do and where I need to go.
Okay, so what you need to do is you want to decide, do you want to have a studio that is for your recordings and a separate studio for your live streams? I would recommend having a studio for each.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can go to whichever one you want, whether that's live stream or recording.
So I think, going off what you're saying, won't let me rename it.
Oh, it will. You just need to go into it should do.
I would like to rename the actual studio name right here. You know, that would be great, because instead of calling it Rise Up Renee, I'd like to say recording studio, and then I'd like the other one to say live streaming studio. But do you know how to rename that?
Yeah, just click on edit.
Where? Oh, right here. Edit. Okay, and so I'm going to call that the recording, yeah, I gotta spell studio. Save. Awesome. And then edit, and we're gonna call this the live stream studio. So this is really good advice from Peter, guys, because I've been struggling in making these reusable studios. So I really love this idea of having one reusable studio is always going to be for recordings, and the other one will be when I do lives. Okay, so that's done. So I know that I want those two. That's what I want so far.
So we go into the first one.
The recording studio?
Yep. Okay, so with this studio, at the top right-hand corner where it says create, that's where you would select create recording, because you want this to be your record, and you just give it the title of the show, or any title really, because you're gonna have multiple shows within your one recording studio. I like it. Rise Up Renee Day.
Rise Up Renee Day 167. Okay, so I created that.
Okay, so now this is your studio where you can only record in that studio. If you did ever want to change your mind and say, okay, I want to live stream in this studio, you would just go over to where it says record and click on edit, and that would let you decide to change it into a live stream, if I'm correct.
Okay.
Nope, that's just where you're editing the name. So as I was correct originally. This studio now is just going to be for your recordings. So now what you need to do is set up this studio for your individual programs, your individual shows.
Presets. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So what's the first thing that we do?
The first thing you need to do is go over to your media assets. And this is where you will want to add in fact, it's already got your media assets pre-saved for you.
Right. Yeah. So I think before we, well, when we lost ourselves, so we're kind of re-recording this, guys. Peter showed me to go up here to this drop down where
yes,
it says
originally
right.
That drop down just says brand 1.
Yes. And so I renamed it. So you could add a new brand, or like, so I clicked on it and over here I edited it and I renamed it. But I'm going to keep the Rise Up Renee because that's what I want. So let's do one for the sake of the audience. We're going to say new brand. So say we want to create my Bard show, right? Like, so we'll say Bard show. Create a brand. And remind me again. So now
you would upload, if you have a wallpaper or a preset that you would like to use for this particular show, this is where you would be able to either upload it from your computer to, and I'm also going to be able to show you something else.
So yeah, so what you're talking about is the background. So I didn't quite have one prepared for this, but I will load in the background that I want to use for the one we're doing currently. And so I will add that background in. So basically we're setting this up, we're calling it the Bard show, but realistically, am I in the right? Let's see if this is the right one. So this is the background that I want for the, well, this is the creator brainstorm session, but that's okay. So I needed to get that loaded in, and I think I actually have to get that loaded in for the actual, no, see, now it's there. Oh, no, that's right. We uploaded the one without the words. So if I clicked over to the one that Peter and I were working on, and this is the background that I really want.
You can also, if you didn't want just a static background in the behind you, and you wanted, say, a video with like maybe rain or crows or like rain on a window behind you, you could have that instead.
Oh, so you can have, you can have it as like a video. So maybe that's like a separate, for you, a separate StreamYard tutorial, like getting into like the nitty gritties. For the sake of this topic is I'm showing the I want to show the troubleshooting. So the problem that I was running into, guys, if I back out to show you the problem I was running into, was I went into this reusable studio and I hit plus and I created a studio. And then what happened was I named it like I did here. I have recording studio and here I have live stream studio. But what I was running into is if I was in the live stream studio and I pulled up the Peter and Renee background and finished and then wanted to go into my recording studio, I was running into the problem that the recording studio now had the live stream studio backgrounds. And it was really throwing me off because I'm looking at this saying reusable studio. I thought they should be one and separate. So what Peter has just shown me is that that's not where you control, I guess, the
Your
preset
shows.
setups, right? The shows. So
Yes.
Peter has diagnosed that. Well, actually, let me back up because this is important. Peter has diagnosed that it's very much cleaner to like have one for recording and one for live stream. And then when we get inside, you can have multiple setups in each
Yes.
of those. And that is absolutely just follow this advice because I've run into so many problems not having it set up this way. So let's get back into this. We'll go back into this record one because I think that's where we were. And I will show you. So that's where we are now, to where Peter then told me, why can't I see it? Media asset. Oh, you have to click on media assets
Yes.
first. But now that I'm in the recording studio, I can choose my Rise Up Renee preset, which has the background that I already chose, or I can choose the brainstorm session, which is the one we were trying to set up. So, Peter, this is what,
that is
right?
going to
So
save a lot of stress because you can change it, and you can change it during a recording.
right. And so what we decided we liked better for the brainstorm sessions was like see these presets where you could have like big square, circle, or a little square. And see, once you click on them up here, you lose your brand coloring, which is annoying, by the way. So that's why it's nice to have it preset and use this drop down here and not play with these again. So I don't remember what that color we got to that was close to your.
That's a nice one.
Right there, you like that?
Yeah.
No? Okay. So, and so we picked the smaller square and rounded corners. So you see the rounded corners. And I won't talk, but I'll put myself on the stage so you'll see what I mean. I don't want to talk because of all the echoing. So now I'm happy. Like for me and Peter, is there any extra bells? Like there's so many bells and whistles that Peter will definitely have to give you all the, you could try this and you could do that.
Based on your video today, you asked a specific question, and that specific question you can take care of right now.
Right.
So
Rise Up Renee is created, and
yeah,
creator brainstorming session is created. And I will flush out the Bard Show one, but truth be told, for all the creators that are watching, I don't have the background that I want for that loaded in or ready to load in or anything. So,
do you remember during your show today, you said you wish you had like a drum roll or something like that?
Yeah. Like, let's go into my Bard Show. I did. I wished I had
So
a
then,
drum roll.
if you go all the way down,
on the right here?
no, on the left where you are there. Yep,
Yep.
keep going down, and then you've got your sounds, and then you can click on a sound.
Like? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
And there's more sounds. You can add in your own sounds, and you can just activate any of those sounds at any point during your recording or your live streams.
Yeah, I do know how to do that, and I will definitely leave that for. I think if you want me on there, I'm happy to help you, but I think you should do an evergreen content video where you walk through all the bells and whistles, because
I think it would be better to have you on there, because then you would have questions that other people would have. And then
that
I'm
makes sense.
able to answer real-time questions in real time.
Yeah. Well, that works. Like, we can keep doing it this way. There's
Yep.
so much to play around with and do, and I've been playing around with a lot of it outside of working with Peter. But what he's just, again, the biggest takeaway for me is 100%. Where did it go? Why can't I see it? Oh, because I have to scroll a little more. So is that we have this drop down here, and this is where you do your presets. Rise Up Renee, creator brainstorm session, Bard show.
And then
so the Bard show will have a different background.
If you wanted to also, what you haven't included yet on this particular one is your imperfect on purpose logo. You could also add that into, because you have it on your Rise Up Renee one.
Right.
But so if you wanted to keep that just for your Rise Up Renee one, that's perfectly fine. And then if you wanted to add it onto, say, your Bard show, you could add it on there.
Right. So to highlight what Peter's talking about, so I just created this Bard show template inside the recording studio, because this is only for recording. If you look at the far right button, it's only going to say record. So now I have these presets, but if you scroll down, you'll see it's pretty slim. Like, I will flip over in a second and show you. Like, down here, there's media you can use, like a countdown timer, streaming starting soon. There's like all these cool like features, but you can add your own. So I've been using it a lot for Rise Up Renee. And if I scroll down and show you, see everything I have in my Rise Up Renee. I have a card for Peter. I have a card for Sally. I have a card for Tiffany. I made these and uploaded them with the idea of shouting people out. And then this is my show. These are kind of my, these are the things that keep me on track when I'm going through. So you can see how much I've added under the Rise Up Renee template. Now, what I'm curious to see, Peter, if we can back out of the recording studio. So now I've backed out, and everything we were looking at was under this one that we named right at the beginning as recording studio. So now I want to click on live stream studio and enter that one.
And everything will be automatically transferred
Still there?
over the,
Okay, so that's the question I had. So now I'm in this one, and you guys see how the button changed? It says go live, because this preset is only going to handle lives. So if I go to media assets, so there you go. So that's what Peter said. My Rise Up Renee is still there. Oops, and I still have something highlighted. So it kind of brings you in and has whatever you just worked on will be the first thing you see. And that's what was really frustrating me. That's where I was getting stuck, because I was using, I just want to back out and show them. I was using these as presets because that's what I mean, it says reusable, and they weren't, because anytime you enter one or the other, it's going to bring you to exactly where you left off. You saw how that card was still up. Even though we entered, and that's where I was getting messed up, guys. So,
and it gives you the option to have multiple studios, because on StreamYard, you have the option of either live streaming, recording, or doing a webinar.
And I think even podcasts. So it has so much versatility. I literally am in love with this tool. So I don't want to do spoilers for our live stream on Thursday. So this is hopefully to help anyone who's runs into either the same snag or head you off from having the same snags. And So Peter, that really is my question. So for the sake of this video, I want to call it. I think that we've answered all the questions that I had in regards to that question specifically, so that we can title. Oh, look, but we're in Rise Up Renee, and that's part of the problem. So I think I could just go ahead and switch this if I wanted to right now, and have it be
there you go.
the back, right? So again,
and how easy is that now to be able to do that?
So easy. But so that was, we opened the video and he's walking me through how to set up the presets. So ideally going forward, every time you guys see Peter and I working through any of our tech issues, we're going to have the right background now, and we're not going to have to go through all of these nuances. So this video was specifically about setting up your preset studios, because it's really nice to just be able to enter in and go to work. So again, for the sake of showing you what you need, because this is the important piece. For right now, if you're just getting started, Peter's recommendation. Peter, why don't you talk?
My recommendation would be, if you're just getting started on StreamYard, decide, do you want to do just live streams, which a lot of people, that is the prime reason for people using StreamYard, hence the name Stream. But you can also do your recordings in StreamYard. So, and you can even do like bits of editing, I believe. So if you want to have two separate formats, you want to have your live streams and you want to have your recording, then set up two different studios. And then in each studio, if you are having multiple shows and you're doing specifically just live streaming, for instance, if you're doing a live stream on a Monday and then a live stream on a Wednesday and then a live stream on a Saturday, and each of those live streams is a show on its own, then you would go into the media assets and you would change the brand and you would add multiple brands. So you've got each brand for each show that you need.
Right. And that's what we really just walked through. And again, to show the screen, we set up two reusable studios, one for recording and one for live streams. And Peter's recommendation, like, I can already tell it's completely, it's what you should do. Set those two up, and if you get to the point where you need another one, a third one, or a fourth one, then you just add it and keep the way you're going to use them separate. And I think that if you do that, then you'll have, tremendous success, and you'll be able to avoid all the they were very little frustrations that I was having.
Yes, so, and it would also be, if you are having a live stream, it's not really relevant for recordings, but if you're having a live stream and you are looking at presenting like a lot of slides or a lot of different bits of information rather than just you talking to the camera, if you can have you talking to the camera, but then also you could have a if there's someone who you can trust to do your show and follow your directions, you can add a co-host who can set up your slides in the background for you. So your slides are always there ready to go for your next slide. And that co-host does not need to be on camera, doesn't even need to be in the live chat. They're just backstage in the studio, setting everything up and making sure if there's any audio problems or if there's any problems with something else, they're just there to take care of things like that for you.
That's really cool. So what I need to do is find myself a backstage StreamYard partner for my show. So yeah, so basically we hope that you enjoyed this kind of tutorial walkthrough on how to set up your StreamYard and have a reusable format. And until we see you next time, I don't know, we need an ending. What do we got for an ending, Peter?
I would say keep learning.
Keep learning.
But I'm sure you would be able to come up with a better ending.
So, and we're going to change this actually, because this won't be creative brainstorm session. This is going to be, what do we say? Troubleshoot.
The troubleshooting session. Create a troubleshooting session.
Creator troubleshooting sessions. See, we're building out our shows.
with this, with the creator troubleshooting sessions, the main goal of this is for you, the viewers, if you're having problems with certain things, it doesn't necessarily have to be StreamYard. If you're having problems with something to do with YouTube, you're not sure how to set something up, let us know. And if we can, we will do a show answering your question and showing you how to fix whatever it is that you're trying to fix, or set up whatever it is that you want to set up. So this isn't just going to be for like Renee's problems or my problems. It's going to be me and Renee helping you troubleshoot your problems as well as our own.
Yeah, really. I'm using myself as the guinea pig right now because I've got lots of questions. But if you bring us your questions, we will see if we can find an answer. And that's Peter's promise. That's his channel. And I'm just kind of his guinea pig. I'm the one knocking out of the door saying, okay, let's do it.
If you come to us,
Peter says, keep learning.
Yes. If you come to us with a question, there will be two options. It either can't be done, or I will find a way to do it and I will teach you how to do it.
And either way, you can make a video about it, or we can make a video about it.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So that is the end of the video. And so, Peter, what's your phrase?
I would say
keep learning.
Keep learning, and thank you very much for everybody watching. And don't forget to leave us a like down below.
Bye.
Bye, guys.